Today's wrestling fans are much different than the fans of generations past, where clear-cut babyfaces and heels made for easier booking. Over the last 20 years, fans have become more vocal about who they want to cheer and who they want to boo, regardless of how a promoter depicts them. Here are 10 babyfaces the WWE were forced to turn heel after fans turned on them.
Are you ready?
Hello wrestling fans, this is Van Venom, and if you're new to our channel, please remember to subscribe and put the notifications on so you won't miss any of our unbelievable videos. Number 10. The Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's heel turn is arguably the greatest example of the change in the wrestling fans' attitudes during the 1990s, which continues today. Third-generation star Rocky Maivia entered the WWF with a true blue-chip pedigree, with the promotion planning to push him to the moon. Unfortunately, the WWF was so eager to create a main-event star that the promotion pushed him down the fans' throats, failing to understand the change in fans' sensibilities. The Rock's old-school babyface style of constant smiles didn't help either, and before long, "Die Rocky Die" signs and chants could be found in WWF arenas. In a 2016 interview, Dwayne Johnson recalled the night it all came crashing down. "That night, 20,000 of my fans started chanting, 'Rocky sucks.' That was a sobering moment. And that was the beginning of the end of my initial run in the WWE." Fortunately for Johnson, a knee injury put him on the shelf, forcing the WWF to regroup. The WWF could have ignored the fans, but according to Johnson, Vince McMahon gave him the option of remaining a face or turning heel. Johnson wisely chose to turn heel, creating one of the WWF's greatest superstars, The Rock. Number 9. The Honky Tonk Man. Wayne Ferris developed his Elvis impersonator gimmick elsewhere, but it was in the WWF where he had a chance to perform it on a national stage. While conventional wisdom has it that the WWF always intended for HTM, or the Honky Tonk Man, to turn heel, that's not the case. Vince McMahon saw the Honky Tonk Man as a babyface in the same vein as Jim Crockett Promotions' wildly popular Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Sadly, the WWF fans didn't, despite the WWF's best efforts, including an endorsement from WWF champion Hulk Hogan. The Honky Tonk Man couldn't get over despite the Hulkster proclaiming, "Oh mercy, 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 shake, rattle, and roll all over the WWF. You know, this Honky Tonk Man, he's got it all together, dude. This cat trains, says his prayers, and eats his vitamins too. Man, I think he's gonna rock this entire WWF." If the power of Hulkamania couldn't do the job, it was time to take chicken shit and turn it into chicken salad. The WWF held a vote of confidence for HTM, with the fans loudly voicing their disapproval. The promotion turned him heel, a role which in hindsight he seemed born for. The Honky Tonk Man would set the record as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, driving fans crazy with his obnoxious promos and cowardly actions. Number 8. The New Day. It's hard to believe the New Day have been around for nearly 4 years, becoming one of the greatest factions in wrestling history. What fans may not recall is the New Day's original status as a glorified gospel choir group, with some accusing the WWE of taking the easy way out and giving them a gimmick that played on racial stereotypes. The WWE Universe barely registered, so the group's gimmick was tweaked to that of a group preaching positive thinking. Things didn't seem to be going anywhere, so WWE turned them heel, leading to a surprising change as the New Day took their gimmick and embraced it, amplifying the power of positivity to ridiculous levels that incorporated unicorn horns and bootios into their ring entrance. Before long, the heels were being cheered and they turned face. Number 7. Eva Marie. There's no question the WWE's women's division has come a long way from the Playboy pillow fights that characterized the Divas division. Fans have come to expect good matches from the women's division, and while there's room for all sorts of styles, the WWE Universe expects a certain level of competence. Thus, Eva Marie, a natural heel to begin with, found her career challenged by a noticeable lack of in-ring skills. The WWE repeatedly tried to portray her as a babyface, but her limited skills led to the Boo Birds forcing WWE to turn her back heel, eventually releasing her. Number 6. Alberto Del Rio. Some wrestlers are natural heels, and it's difficult to cast them as babyfaces, even under the best of circumstances. Alberto Del Rio was natural as a cocky heel who insulted fans and wrestlers alike, looking down on them as absolute zeros. Rumor has it the WWE turned Del Rio babyface because it needed a Mexican babyface after Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara were both taken off of television. Whether or not this is the reason, the man who had previously played a Mexican aristocrat failed to get over as a babyface, forcing WWE to turn him heel. In one of wrestling's rare double turns, Del Rio faced heel wrestler Dolph Ziggler at 2013's Payback, with Del Rio turning heel and Ziggler turning face after Del Rio targeted Ziggler's head, playing on the fact that Dolph had suffered a recent concussion. Number 5. Santino Marella. The Milan Miracle saw newcomer Santino Marella enter the ring from out of the crowd to take on Intercontinental Champion Umaga in an impromptu match during an episode of Raw held in Milan, Italy in April 2007. Marella's portrayal as a fish-out-of-water babyface had a shelf life that matched a fish out of water, with WWE fans quickly growing tired of the one-dimensional babyface. Fans' dissatisfaction was made known when Umaga annihilated Marella during a title match, winning the Intercontinental Championship as the fans cheered on the Samoan Bulldozer despite his status as a heel. Marella eventually found his way as a goofball heel, and he was so effective at that he became one of the most over acts in the company, proving that sometimes it's just a matter of giving the fans time to warm up to your act so they don't feel pressured to like you. Don't worry, we'll skip the obvious Roman Reigns reference. Number 4. Randy Orton. Like Alberto Del Rio, Randy Orton is a natural heel who plays the same character whether he's called a heel or a babyface. Orton's 2004 World Heavyweight Championship win over Chris Benoit at SummerSlam led to the then-heel Orton getting kicked out of the Evolution faction the next night on Raw, turning him face. However, fans found little reason to get behind Orton as he was portrayed as little more than Triple H's personal punching bag. That face turn was widely regarded as a disaster, and the WWE wisely turned Orton heel in 2005. Number 3. Batista. While Dave Batista has shown he can play a babyface or a heel successfully, the WWE miscalculated when they brought Batista back to win the 2014 Royal Rumble. Not only did Batista beat a then-popular Roman Reigns, hard to believe, right? But his win meant Daniel Bryan hadn't won the Royal Rumble. Batista quickly acquired the nickname Bootista, thanks to the fans' seemingly endless boos every time he showed up. WWE turned him a heel, allowing him to keep his WrestleMania Championship match, but showing rare lucidity when they put Daniel Bryan into the main event as well. Number 2. Lita. WWE Hall of Famer Lita rose to success as the Hardy Boys' valet, later entering a storyline romance that mirrored her real-life relationship with Matt Hardy. Lita's career blossomed as a women's wrestler, with her holding the WWE Women's Championship 4 times. Wildly popular, Lita could seemingly do no wrong with the fans. That is, until she had a real-life affair with fellow wrestler Edge, aka Adam Copeland. Lita's betrayal led to fans booing her mercilessly, apparently condemning her for having an affair with married man Edge and betraying Matt Hardy. As "You screwed Matt" chants filled arenas wherever Lita appeared, the WWE had no choice but to turn her heel, pairing her on screen with Edge as one of wrestling's most hated duos. Number 1. Floyd Mayweather. David and Goliath battles are a time-tested trope in wrestling, with fans cheering an underdog against a much bigger opponent. When the Big Show pulverized the beloved Rey Mysterio at 2008's No Way Out, fans demanded revenge, but they didn't expect it to come from boxing great Floyd Mayweather, who stands 5'8". Mayweather confronted the Big Show, surprising him by breaking his nose. This led to a no disqualification match at WrestleMania 24, but according to a 2018 interview, the original plan was for a tag team match. According to Show, "It's funny, the original thing was supposed to be a tag. It was supposed to be, I think, Batista and Rey against Floyd and myself. Rey got hurt, Batista got hurt, and then it manifested into Giant versus Boxer." Unfortunately, this David versus Goliath battle was turned on its head, as Mayweather proved to be both arrogant and irritating during the build-up to the bout, giving fans no reason to get behind him. The WWE's WrestleMania bout saw Mayweather working as a heel as his entourage interfered throughout the match, and he used a pair of brass knuckles to win the match. The WWE Universe has gotten behind celebrities before, but they have to have appealing qualities if the company wants to make the most out of things. As you can see, wrestling fans no longer blindly cheer babyfaces and boo heels, preferring to think for themselves. However, that doesn't mean WWE is always accommodating, as seen with instances where fans boo babyfaces and the WWE continues to push them as heroes. And while money-wise, the company is doing better than ever. Recently, the TV ratings have been the worst in decades, which should, at the very least, make Vince McMahon rethink his booking strategies and push choices.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to let us know your opinion in the comments below.